a package of bills allowing toll roads in Michigan. Yes, it would boost state road funding, and everybody says we need that by $500 million. But it would allow for Michigan's first toll roads, and that's an argument that some lawmakers think deserves serious consideration. We'll talk with State Representative Wayne Schmidt from Traverse City, who's running for state senate, a little bit later about House Bill 4925. But on the other end of our AT&T line right this second, James Walker, the executive director of the National Motorists Association Foundation. Thanks for being available.
Good morning. Happy to be with you.
What is it, about 36 states in the U.S. have toll roads?
Something like that.
Do you think Michigan should be the next?
I do not. And MDOT on their website in the past has said that having tolls could hurt Michigan's economy and that toll-free roads tend to spark business and tourism.
Is that your opinion, too? I mean, do you think people would not come to Michigan because they know we have toll roads?
It's certainly part of the mix. Representative Lane was quoted in the press after my testimony the other day that toll roads at major crossings, such as borders with Ontario or our neighboring states, should be part of the conversation. I would disagree respectfully. Do you really want the person coming from Ohio to vacation with his family in Michigan to get hit with a toll at the border? I don't think so.
Yeah, we have obviously the Canadian border, and that's expensive to go back and forth across. The Mackinac Bridge is really a toll bridge. But to be cooking along, going, say, into Petoskey or something like that, or up maybe 115 or what have you to the tourism areas would be kind of, it's really a nuisance more than anything, isn't it, to have to stop and throw some coins in the thing?
Certainly is. The toll roads maybe someday as part of the mix, and I'm not saying we should never, ever have one of any kind or a toll lane. What I am saying is that this bill grants MDOT the right to create tolled facilities for new capacity with no legislative oversight or approval. Michigan's current law requires any tolled facility has to be subject of a bill that goes through the legislature, has public hearings, and people can talk about it yea or nay and present their arguments. That's what I think should happen. And this bill would give MDOT that entire authority. The same thing was true in a bill 4 years ago that was defeated partly on that objection that you should not hand unelected bureaucrats the right to create toll facilities without it going through the legislative approval process.
So then every time MDOT decided this would be a good place for a toll road, let's say, for instance, that connector that goes down to Holland off of 96, down to Saugatuck down that way. Let's say
I know
they
the road.
Yeah, that seems like that would be a really good, suitable spot for a toll road for the people who use that specific stretch. Now, they would have to then go to the legislature, and there would have to be a vote in the House and the Senate on whether it's okay to do that?
Correct. And that's the way Michigan's current law is. We only have 3 publicly owned tolled facilities in Michigan now. It's the Blue Water Bridge at Port Huron, the Mackinac, and the International Bridge up at the Sioux. All 3 of those had to go through the legislative process to get approved.
And so this, really, the topic of this bill is not so much toll roads; it's MDOT's autonomy.
Correct.
Okay, where do you think it's going?
I don't know. Speaker Bolger, in his $500 million package of bills that this is kind of in the middle of, has said he doesn't favor toll roads as part of Michigan's road funding plan, and that this bill, 4925, could be left behind, and it wouldn't affect the package. That's what I think should happen. This bill isn't part of the package, really, of funding roads in at least the medium term. And so I think it should be pulled out and discussed on its own merits. And the rest of the package should be voted on, yea or nay, to help fund our roads, which we desperately need some assistance.